Well, there's a good chance, and as we get into the forecast for this week, this could be our last extreme heat warning for this heat wave. Doesn't mean we're done with the alerts, but I do believe just looking at some of the new data, maybe this is our final heat warning. Let's tell you why. First and foremost, heat advisory still off to our west. That likely going to be expanded eastward to include us tomorrow. And it's all because of the showers and storms that will slowly start to be reintroduced into that forecast. Yes, it's still going to be hot, still going to be humid, but with enough storms in the forecast each afternoon, could provide some brief relief and keep us out of that 110 to 115 degree threshold after today. You need to beat the heat. Now certainly the time to do so. Temperatures in the upper 70s, lower 80s. It's already humid out there. Your heat risk today still going to be elevated all the way to a level 4 or level 5 as temperatures will climb to the mid 90s for the beaches, climbing to 101 as you move inland. There is a chance of a couple of storms today. Not going to be enough though to bring in widespread relief to a good chunk of us. Temperatures 101 in Florence, 100 in Marion, where school is back in session up in Marlboro County. Yeah, getting up to 101 in Bennettsville. Meanwhile, for Horry and Georgetown County, yeah, ranging anywhere from 95 to 96, 98 down in Georgetown. You factor in the heat index, and that's where the heat index climbs to 110 or greater for that prolonged stretch today, and is why the extreme heat warning is out. Now for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, temperatures still going to be warm. The 90s for the beaches, really hard to do, but I think what changes is we'll see more pop-up showers, more pop-up storms beginning on Tuesday afternoon, maybe a little bit of a break in the activity on Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll do that again before the cold front comes in on Friday. Now, like what happens, we'll hit 105 to 110, and then storms will develop, and that heat index will begin to slowly drop each afternoon depending on where storms are. But some of you will still be warm, and that's where I'm interested to see what the National Weather Service does for products for the rest of the week. The good news is confidence increasing, especially with the new data this morning that a cold front brings our rain chances in for your Friday. And look what happens for the weekend temperatures ending the 90s, not only for the beaches, but for inland areas as well. We'll sit in those low to mid 80s and finally be done with the heat wave for good as we head into the weekend.